Welcome to the CXR channel, our premier podcast for talent acquisition and talent management. Listen in as the CXR community discusses a wide range of topics focused on attracting, engaging, and retaining the best talent. We're glad you're here.
Well, welcome everyone. We have just wrapped up our third and final analytics meeting of the year, which ironically we ended 2019. Remember that year with analytics as well. So it was a fabulous meeting. We had 2.5 hours packed cram full of information. We implemented something new, which was a speed dashboard sharing. And with me today are 3 out of 4 of the people who got to share the dashboards: Sherry Hansen from Sierra Nevada, Ted Chung from EY, and Tony from BASF. Thank you so much for joining us. Really want to hear some of your favorite parts about today's meeting. So Sherry, why don't we start with you? What did you enjoy most about our meeting today?
Yeah, thanks, Shannon. There was so much that I enjoyed today. I think I was smiling through the whole thing. I had in my first meeting, breakout session, I really liked all the breakout sessions and how it kind of broke everything up with the different surveys and things. But I really liked having 2 brand new people to CXR meetings in my first introduction. And so I could help share with them some things about the group itself. And then I have a couple little takeaways to give them of information that would help them just in their jobs. It was outside kind of what we were talking about today, but were what keeps you up at night kinds of things for them. So that was really cool to be able to do that. So hopefully we've made converts out of them today.
Yeah, it's always nice to see the analytics community expand. And I think it's been a theme of the last couple of analytics meetings I've been a part of is, all the new people that keep joining and keep returning.
Right.
Just helps the community grow, and of course the knowledge to share. So great observation with that. Ted, any highlights from your point of view today?
I guess the favorite part is probably, same as the aha moments, is that, we got people in different capacities trying to do the same thing. Whether it's just how we're organized, what kind of focus that or the amount of resources that we have. And we're all trying to solve similar problems or answer the similar business questions. And we're taking similar approaches. And I think it's just a matter of, talk about data visualization. How do we send that message and have it resonate with our business? With data visualization is, if you can make it simple and effective, it'll stick with them a lot longer and a lot better.
Yeah, I would agree. I was surprised, but not really surprised, and maybe because I haven't heard this conversation with our past analytics meetings, was how much that, us all looking at different dashboards, we focus on how it's presented to our end user, whoever is looking at it. And I guess putting myself in your shoes, I didn't realize not only how important is the quality of the data, which we talked about, but also how it's presented. And so that was a big takeaway moment and a big aha moment for me too. And I loved hearing the feedback that was shared with you, Ted, because I got to look at your dashboard, and also the feedback that you gave to Brad Cook, who shared his dashboard after you. So that was my aha moment and takeaway. Tony, what about you?
Thanks, Shannon. For me, my favorite part of all of these meetings, whenever I can have an opportunity to take part of them, is just the simple interaction that we all have with one another. And today didn't disappoint. It's really important to be able to network like we can, be able to rely on one another, be able to bounce things off one another. Because we're all, as Ted put it before, trying to solve kind of the same problem. And I found it interesting today, looking at everybody's different dashboards and seeing that we've all got different takes, slightly different, but different takes on kind of the same things, whether it's diversity, whether it's capacity, whether it's time to fill, time to start, and even into more details, such as some of the demographics of the people that we're bringing in. So it's, but the interaction that occurs during those presentations and discussions is really important for me, and my favorite part. I get the most out of that.
And let me ask all of you this, Tony. So to piggyback off your question, You three were able to share your dashboard. Was that helpful to get the feedback from the rest of the community?
Well, so Shannon, I didn't get a chance to show my dashboard. It was the other Tony that was on there. That's okay, but that's all right, because I had originally volunteered and I was just a split second too late in volunteering, so I got pushed probably to the next one. But that's okay. That's what happens when you have two Tonys on the call too. So yeah, I really can't comment on the feedback that we got, but I will say this: Mark from Train presented his dashboard with Vizier, which is what we utilize over at BASF right now. So very similar feedback that he got, we would probably end up getting, which is it's very clean, it's very nice, it's very simplistic in what it does. But one of the things that it kind of lacks is that easy drill down mechanism, such as what Sherry was able to show us with her Power BI. So that would be some of my takeaways. And in fact, one of my takeaways we're going to be going back with as we look at our dashboards.
Yeah.
One of the things that hit me, especially with I think Ted's dashboard and also I think Mark that I saw, was how you folks designed it so that the audience would not have to know how to use that particular application.
Yes.
You made that point, I think, several times.
Yeah.
And it occurred to me that, the digital agility of some of the people who are business leaders may not be as strong as one might imagine these days. And that they really need something simple that they can at most filter a very specific piece that's theirs, see that, get their own insights, and then get the hell out. And most of you were designing things to emphasize that, and that was kind of an aha moment for me.
I would agree with you on that, Jerry, because so many times we get asked questions, at least I do, of, I need a report that shows this. It's like, well, why do you need what's the question behind your question? What's the question behind your request? And Mark just put it right out there on his dashboard, like, how are we doing on FilmRx? Bingo. Here's where you go to find that information. How am I doing on getting these through? And he just put it out there so that it was just so easy to follow. Like, this is what I'm after. I don't have to ask for something I think is going to get me the answer I want. He's just putting it out there for me with a question, so I don't have to go any further. It made it really easy for the end user.
Yeah, you don't want to make this into a technical exercise, especially when you're presenting to executives. They don't have the time for it. I mean, analogy is, you look at, the Apple iPad. I've seen 1.5-year-olds know how to navigate through an iPad. Swiping is very intuitive. So I mean, it's sort of you want that objective achieved. I mean, yes, they got to know what they're looking at. You have to set the context a little bit. But once there, you don't want to have them learn that tool. Just know what they're looking for.
Yeah, just to keep it simple.
Absolutely. Well, this was really good stuff. I appreciate you all joining us post meeting to talk about some of our favorite moments. Is there anything else that you guys would like to wrap up with?
I think you did. I just want to say thank you for the great job you did in hosting this and making sure that everybody got the most value out of it. So it's evident that you guys have been very thoughtful in how you put this together. So thank you. I think you made it a really delightful value add for everybody who came to the presentations today.
Very easy to do with this community because your passion is definitely contagious. Well, Tony, Ted, Sherry, thank you so much for being here today. And Jerry, thank you also for joining us. And until next time, we'll see everyone soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks for listening to the CXR channel. Please subscribe to CXR on your favorite podcast resource and leave us a review while you're at it. Learn more about CXR at our website, cxr.works, facebook.com and twitter.com/careercrossroads, and on Instagram @careerxroads. We'll catch you next time.